Hello, welcome to Ben and Brand See a Trailer, the show where Ben and Brand see trailers. This is our first installment of the episode, but what a better way to start the show than with the new Batman trailer coming out today, Branson.
Yeah, this is a big one. You mentioned that it was the Robert Pattinson one, which I forgot was even a thing.
Yeah.
It's been that long in the making. But
it was supposed to come out this month before COVID.
Oh,
Before
okay.
COVID hit, we were supposed to get it, I think, possibly yesterday. I think it was supposed to come out October 15th.
So it kind of got mega delayed.
It got pushed about 6 months.
Yeah.
March 2022 is when this movie's officially coming out.
Man. Okay.
Yeah, and you'll notice we're not in person right now, and we didn't do a podcast episode yesterday. That's because I had a false positive COVID scare.
Yeah,
so,
which is, if you got to have a COVID scare, a false positive is the best one to have.
Yeah. So it seems like I just have a sinus infection, and I'll be back with Branson soon enough. But we decided I didn't want to leave the house, honestly. So we're doing it via Zoom until I get fully better. But we'll be bringing that episode shortly. We just didn't want to do it until I could go more than 5 minutes without coughing up a storm.
Yeah. And this is also the first time that we've been on camera together since Dan Janjigian highlights.
Yes, I know, and I look horrible. I'm sorry, Mike. This rebel appearance is just solely based on the fact that I've been feeling like crap and I look like crap. And
you look okay. It's the red lighting kind of helps.
At least I have the setup that makes people are distracted. Look at Beetlejuice, Spider-Man, and
my setup is the kitsch cabinet.
Yeah,
with all the lovely family photos and such.
Yeah. But we're doing Batman, guys. Today, Batman. I'm wearing my Batman shirt and special. If you see in my background, I got the Batman pictures, the wham, bam, pow. Very different tone of Batman that we're getting, but we're going to just jump into it, and we'll just stop occasionally as it goes, or we might give our brief comments, but then we'll give a brief discussion afterwards. So, Branson, are you ready to go?
Yes, sir.
All right,
this is for me in editing. 3, 2, 1.
Let's do this.
This is appropriate for all audiences.
So that's Paul Dano as the Riddler.
Stay still! Get out of here!
They arrested him for drinking coffee.
The homage to the green there. Oh, there's the classic riddle. There's Nirvana again from the first trailer.
It's a tool.
Nice.
When that light hits the sky, it's not just a call.
God, I love this rain shot. It's so cool. God, the force of just what she hits them at is crazy.
Now, is this going to be a violent, I'ma kill you kind of Batman, or is this...
It's hard to tell just yet. Yeah. I don't think it will.
Fire the gun!
This is about a king, and Riddler's the match.
Oh, here we go.
Can take care
Zoe
of
Kravitz is Catwoman.
There she
God,
is.
she looks so good in
This
this movie.
continues. It won't be long before you've nothing left.
I like Andy Serkis.
I do
I
too.
don't care what happens to me.
Oh, that was a great
It's
shot.
only gonna get worse for you.
That's so good.
Oh, take it easy, sweetheart. Hear everything they say, ain't you?
God, look at this lighting.
Yeah.
Reese just knows how to do this.
Who are
The
you?
color is very vibrant. It's not like...
Oh! That's dope.
That was cool.
I'm vengeance.
Great line.
What's black and blue and dead all over? You. Dear God.
Look at that.
I got you! I got you!
I like Colin Farrell as a penguin.
Oh, yeah. I like the classic Batman, Batmobile.
Ah! They're giving us the logo right there. March 4th, 2022. All right, put a pause on it before it plays something else.
Yeah, I don't think I don't think it will. It's already stuck on the.
All right, perfect. Okay, brief thoughts, and Branson, I might have you rewind at parts just to hit it. All right, so brief thoughts. It is quite clearly inspired by David Fincher's filmmaking.
Oh, yeah.
So obvious. Like, there are so many homages to Seven right away.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, it was very like the griminess of Seven.
That rain, that feeling of just like the weight of the world just crashing down on these characters. I like that Alfred kind of seems like that Morgan Freeman character where he's realizing how much bigger this mission is than just the Riddler. Did you notice the Riddler is a serial killer in this version? Go back in the trailer. Did you see that shot?
Yeah, serial killer live streams as well.
Yeah. So while you're finding that, like, they are making the Riddler a serial killer. He's not going to be the classic. Here, are we going to get it? I really hope.
I don't think it's right there.
Okay, it's whatever. It's the shot that it's literally just says serial killer. So the Riddler is going to be mass murdering people in this take, which is a lot more dark than I think the traditional Riddler is. Very dark. For this world, it works. And for the fact that this is a guy giving clues to Batman, such a scary iteration. Like, brilliant. And Paul Dano is a wonderful actor, and he looks like he's just going to be so creepy in this movie. Branson, can we play that thing that you just showed right there where it's Batman going through the corridor as the lights go black and white?
Yeah, this one right here.
She looks so good as Selena Kyle. Oh my God. Perfect lighting. Okay, pause it.
That looked dope.
Dude, that's perfect lighting.
I think that was my favorite shot in the whole trailer.
It's my favorite shot too. Just the pure lighting of just the guns when they're shooting at him and him just walking through it like it's nothing. What a great way to just display Batman.
Here's what I liked about this trailer. One of my problems with Man of Steel and
Batman v Superman.
Batman v Superman is the colors just seemed too drab. And like it grew on me a little bit more as we watched Batman v Superman, but it was still just like something that I was like, I wish that this has been a little bit different. The colors in this are like popping out of the screen.
I love the red. The use of red.
The red is this vibrant like crimson red. It's really cool. And then the greens and the blues in the Batmobile rockets and just the sunsets are like actually look like this bright fire orange. There's some actual like vibrancy, which will be interesting to see in this very grim looking world.
The thing that I'm most excited for is Robert Pattinson's Batman. He looks like such a different Batman, such a different Bruce Wayne, but I'm so into what they're doing with this character. I love that he has this psychosis of like a madman as well. He almost is very much that flip of what seems like in the Riddler, this where he is so obsessive and compulsive, and he's doing this all for vengeance. The line "I am vengeance," which is in that first trailer reused in this one, still hits so hard because it's an iteration of Batman we've never seen. They're going to that year one Frank Miller run where it's Batman learning to become Batman. So he has this force. There's so many great actors in this. Robert Pattinson, I think, is actually just about to nail this role. I literally think he could come out and be the best Batman by far.
I hope he does kind of prove everyone wrong, because I remember that there were quite a lot of people that were like, the Twilight guy?
And I think that's Batman. An undercredit to who he is as an actor, because if you've seen him in his recent work, he's an insanely talented guy.
Yeah, it's totally not fair, because like no one enjoyed being in that movie. In fact, Anna Kendrick forgot that she was in that movie.
Can you go back to just the beginning of the trailer where they're all closing in on the Riddler?
Yes. Like right there.
What I like specifically about this scene is when they're closing in. Again, it has this fear where all these police are coming in for one guy who doesn't seem to be armed or anything, but it just sets up this character so brilliantly.
Right. Yeah, you just kind of think that he's not... You see, there's a lot that you can tell about his character immediately.
Yeah, it's again this kind of thing that they did with Seven so well, where Kevin Spacey is not physically an imposing actor.
Mhm.
Neither is Paul Dano, but he just comes out and it's just like he strikes the fear of God into you.
Yeah, I think it's the fact that he doesn't say anything, that you just kind of see, like his hair and his glasses kind of make him look unassuming, but it's the fact that he very slowly raises up his hands like, I know I'm caught, I know why you guys are here, and then just that reveal of the coffee mug.
So we've talked about a few of the actors already. We've hit on Robert Pattinson, we've hit on Paul Dano. You hit briefly on Andy Serkis, just looking like a great Pennyworth. I like that it's this guy who just kind of clearly seems that he's concerned, but also aware enough of the villains and who these people are, and what that effect's going to have on Bruce. You can just tell that he knows. Kind of again, I'm making this to Seven again because it just feels so reminiscent to Fincher. And the serial killer vibes. He's that guy that knows that this case is going to break Pattinson's Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
So I like him. The standout to me in this trailer is Zoe Kravitz's Catwoman, Selena Kyle. She looks great. She looks like she has a perfect chemistry.
It's very, very similar vibes to Halle Berry.
In look, I'll give you
in look. Yeah, I forgot that Halle Berry was in Catwoman.
Yeah, she's not. She never
film.
interacts with Batman, but in look, she does have that kind of appearance. I like this, like a little bit more subtle, this more playful character to kind of bounce off Pattinson.
She'll be an interesting like anti-hero, I guess.
Yeah, and I just like the way they're framing these characters in like how they're costuming. Like his Batman costume does not look like this big piece of metal. It looks a little bit more handmade. Same with Catwoman. It's not this. It doesn't seem otherworldly, which works for the tone of this movie. And before we close it off, can you just go to the final shot of the trailer with Colin Farrell as the Penguin being chased by the Batmobile?
Yeah, I think it's about right here, 208.
That's probably
like
about
Let's
it.
See.
Here it is. Great manic performance right there from Farrell.
Yeah.
Amazing makeup work. It doesn't look like Colin Farrell at all.
No, it does not. Oh my gosh, the old school
This shot,
Batmobile.
this upside down shot is one of the coolest things.
Big reminder of Miles Morales.
You know what it is? It's a great framing because he's a bat, so he's upside down.
Oh,
it's brilliant. Such an easy thing, but it really does just like, I love how they're approaching this. I think Matt Reeves, who has done the past few Planet of the Apes movies, I think he's just going to knock the heck out of this movie. It looks fantastic, and I can't wait to see it. And there's that one line in the trailer, Branson, where it's Paul Dano's Riddler talking, where he's like, "What's black and blue and dead all over?"
Yeah,
it doesn't make sense as a riddle.
No, it does not.
At least right now, from what we've heard, but it's sure as heck creepy.
Right? Yeah, exactly. It's creepy. It's not so much for the mystery of it. It's more kind of a veiled threat.
Yeah. But anyway, so those are my brief thoughts. Branson, you have any brief thoughts on this before we close out?
I not so much. I mean, I love the look of it, where it's still got this grimy, very serious. It's. I feel like it's going to be similar in tone to Joker, almost in just how like oppressive it is. But the colors are still going to have some life in them, so I think it'll balance out the more serious overtones and the comic book aspect, where everything is just like coming out of the page at you. As far as the characters, you're farther into Batman than I am. I think Batman's cool. In fact, I watched our mutual friend Evan play Arkham Knight on the Xbox many nights. Yeah. And I love the whole world of Gotham, and when it's done correctly and isn't like this claustrophobic. Yeah. Like I keep thinking of George Clooney's Batman and Robin.
Yeah, where it's just all these big buildings kind of clumped together that have no real shape or size to them.
Yeah.
What I love,
Was that Joel Schumacher?
Joe Schumacher.
Yeah.
What I love about Matt Reeves' direction in this is he's talked about openly that Gotham is going to be a character in this film just as much as Batman and all the other characters. So we're really going to see Gotham come to life in this. And I think just even the brief shots of we do get of it, we can kind of get this vibe of Gotham that works very well in the trailer. And I like that he's blending this noir early take of Batman from the 1940s.
Yeah.
That detective, I'm really excited because this really gets me hopeful. The key word that Reeves has been talking about is that we are going to see Batman as we've never seen him before, the world's greatest detective, as he was originally called. If we get some of that noir detective vibes from this, mixed with the sensibilities of modern thrillers, this film is going to be absolutely crazy awesome.
Yeah, again, going back to Arkham Knight and Arkham. What are some of the other games? I'm trying like the Arkham
Knight, Arkham
games.
City, Arkham Asylum, Arkham.
Yeah, Arkham. I think Arkham City was the other one that I was trying to think of. The parts, like the detective parts, where you're trying to piece together what happened, are like the most engaging parts to me.
Yeah.
I love to see a cool gumshoe mystery take place, and I think that'll be a neat thing for them to embrace. And then also, as far as Gotham being a character, there's been a surprising lack of that in Batman.
That's my biggest issue with Nolan's films. Where Nolan's film just feels like a city, like any city in America. And for those films, it works. In this one, it feels like we are in Gotham and we're going to get to know these characters. And like I said, I just can't wait to see Pattinson interact with this world. I think he's going to knock it out. I think Matt Reeves, if the trailers are indicative of what the quality of the movie is, which they're not always, but hopefully with this amount of talent involved in one movie, they nail it. And I think if they nail it quite like the trailers are showing they are, this is going to be a Batman movie for the ages.
Mm-hmm. If they do it right, this might be a DC movie that will rival Marvel.
I think there's been a few. I think this one even has the potential to be a further breakout. I think if done right, you're going to hear people talking about it in the same vein as Nolan's Dark Knight. I really do. I think there is enough potential here that if done just correctly, people are going to go absolutely crazy about this movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree with you. All right.
That's our trailer reaction, guys. We'll be back on the podcast talking about more of our horror because we are in Horrorpalooza right now. We'll be back in the next few days.
Is it Horrorpalooza? What did we...
Isn't it Horrorpalooza?
Is it Scarapalooza? I'm going to have to listen to the episode.
We really need to remember October schedule.
October schedule.
But we'll be back, guys. And we'll be giving you more trailer reactions now that we have this medium that's so easy to do. And when we're in person, it's going to be 1,000 times easier. So like and subscribe to the Metaverse. I'm posting a few things this weekend. And
look forward to Nightmare on Elm Street.
Nightmare on Elm Street and Trick or Treat coming out probably within the next week, both of them. So look forward to that. And keep an eye on our social medias at Metaverse, at Bind Media. So take care, guys. I'm Ben Friedman.
I'm Branson Delicato.
Yes, this is Branson Delicato. We're Ben and Brand. See a movie. Take care, everybody. See ya.